Chinese New Year came and went so quickly. Look at so much food.
Oh yeah, you should take.
Everything looks like close up of every single goodie here. I love food and your house got so much Because of the COVID restrictions, I didn't visit any relatives, but I was so grateful that my friend invited me to her house. The snacks at her house was super delicious, and my favourite is the chocolate one from Mdm Ling. And turns out this was the only lo hei I did for Chinese New Year. On the first weekend, I got myself my favourite chocolate drink. It's like really the best chocolate drink in Singapore. It was really chocolate overload because I also got myself a chocolate cake. My favourite drink of all time. I know I'm late to the party, but I just only recently finished watching Crash Landing on You and it's so good. On Sunday, I met Jen and we had a very healthy acai bowl. We discussed our secret business idea over some ice cream and waffles. Bet you're curious now. Unfortunately, the waffles here are not great. Recently been into finding new routes to run home or run along so that I don't get bored of running. Somewhere during the second week, I ran to get my booster shot and also bought some prata from our Azhar home. Their pratas are really quite huge, definitely bigger than the size of my face. Yeah, I also got scammed into trying the chicken pie from Tai Cheong, which was quite nice. And we watched the movie Yue Lao. It was such a confusing show. This Earl Grey scone from Gokoku that my friend bought me was super good.
What?
So I'm currently in Eco Green. Like, it looks completely forested. It's actually quite a nice place to come if you feel like going to a forested area with not many people. In fact, there's nobody in front of me at all. And today is the third day of my jab. I feel like super tired. Yeah, so I'm walking because they don't allow us to do strenuous exercise, right? I'm walking from home to Tampines to meet Jen. This shall be my non-strenuous walking exercise, which is not very satisfying. And my left arm is still aching from the jab. I'm also getting some work anxiety because I feel so behind work now that I've been just out of action for 3 days, I guess. Okay, it's really bad. Like, I think it's a sign that I really need a lot of rest. So now I'm about to get lost because there's a junction and I don't know where to go. Okay, so I decided to go left and it's raining slightly, and I was listening to this song called Summer Rain. It's super apt. It's from the Our Beloved Summer OST, and it's like super apt because it keeps raining here and it's quite peaceful at the same time. And the insect just landed on my phone. Gross. This path is actually quite nice. After you come out from Eco Green, like, you just see the train tracks above here. If you just follow the train tracks, it will lead you to Tampines. I introed Jen to the bakery because I know she likes Earl Grey, and she also got the Earl Grey scone. I got the chocolate and the Earl Grey one. Couldn't resist. And then we got a chocolate drink and donuts from Dunkin Donuts, and you don't have to try because the donuts are not fantastic at all. Before I knew it, it was time to go back to office. This is the first time trying the very old school kaya toast from Amoy. Kaya toast was actually just dessert because I packed food from home, but honestly, I'm super sick of the food around CBD. This is my night snack situation. K-drama. I clearly couldn't decide whether to watch Something in the Rain or Descendants of the Sun, but in the end, I finished Descendants of the Sun and it was really good. Salad situation for lunch. I literally walked from Raffles Place all the way to Tanjong Pagar just so that I could have lunch with myself. You know, there are days when you just don't feel like talking to anyone, and this was one of those days where I just didn't want to talk to anyone at lunch. I even got myself a snack or a dessert. It was kueh from Alok & Co. I got the peanut one and I also got the red bean flavoured one. I really like the peanut one. Just did my hair and realised that I was wearing my shirt the wrong way the whole day. Oh my gosh, ridiculous. Healthy and cheap food is actually hard to find in the CBD, and this was Grain Traders. It's super expensive but healthy. I also tried Ega Juice. I guess this is my second time. More salad meals. I actually love healthy and clean food, if you can't tell already. But I have a bad habit of snacking a lot. This was Horlicks. One day I also made myself some cheese toast in the office. And I got free pineapple tarts from a very kind auntie that I bought some pastries from. It was 3 for $5, so I got 3. One is the kaya one, and there's the char siu one, and there's also one lao po pig that I probably ate too fast. I ate them all myself, and before I knew it, it was Friday evening and it was time for dance. I will never call myself a dancer. A clown maybe, but definitely not a dancer. It was nice reliving our uni dance days, and also thank God for bringing us such nice food that evening. Hello. Want to feel around?
Yeah, the well plate looks good. I feel like confirm we can eat dessert later.
Yeah, the pizza doesn't look that big.
Pizza.
Cannot.
Feels good.
Yeah, it is.
With a bit of soup.
That day we looked like secondary school kids, even though I'm actually twice that age. The gelato here was really very good, super authentic, and my friends said the best part about eating here is that you get served by hot guys. We got the pistachio and chocolate, and I will totally go back just to try their waffles. Baked a really fudgy brownie over the weekend and it was good. I'm meeting my friend to celebrate her birthday and we're eating mala. I decided to run from home again and it feels like I'm exploring a new neighborhood every time I go on a run.
The time that we had before our meeting, yeah, and then we share mala, which I never eaten in so many years. Once, yeah. Okay, you just say afraid. Amen. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Cheers. Cute, yo.
This is Rachel explaining how we use our phone to look at things when we can't see because we don't wear our specs. No meal is complete without dessert. We wanted to go to have waffles at a round cafe and it was closed again. So we had to improvise and this was where we ended up. I got bored and decided to bake a banana bread, and this was a 6 out of 10 because it was too dense somehow. It's okay when it's toasted and crispy, but the texture was definitely not ideal. And munching on my brownie while watching sermon. The work week has started again. It's about 8:20 now, and I'm gonna take my eye supplements before reading the Bible before I start work. It is 11:20 now, and I've had breakfast and also a yogurt drink, but I've got no work so far. So this is the reality of law life, because you rush to wait and you wait to rush. So now I am waiting for the rush that will come and contemplating whether I should start on this new drama, because I've recently finished both Crash Landing and also Descendants of the Sun. It is now 12:16 p.m. and I have eaten my very quick lunch because my mom happens to be at home today. She took leave and she cooked really early, and now I'm finally doing my first piece of work. Not really doing, but more of taking the comments that my mentor gave me on a Monday. Sigh. My hands got itchy, so I baked an Earl Grey chiffon, and this was a 1 out of 10. Super bad. Back in office today because my boss wanted to have dinner with us, even though it's not my rotation. I have no choice but to come back. And I guess this is my favorite dress because it has pockets. I'm going to Marks and Spencer to see if I can get any snacks. I got this Ega Juice and it was $8. So now I'm super poor but super healthy with lots of health benefits, I guess. Cheers to being poor and healthy. Can't believe I finally found Bakery Cuisine at Raffles Place. I have been looking for it because of these waffles.
So you can always be a better version of yourself. I invested in better.
Finally managed to find the cream cheese waffles from Bakery Cuisine, and it's so good. Look at this. I'm gonna take a walk eat my cream cheese waffles because sitting down is cancer. This is the beautiful scenery near my office. I rarely come here. Since I'm gonna take a walk, might as well take a walk somewhere nice. Finally on our way to dinner, and my boss had to take multiple calls before we finally got out of office. We will also really ought to have some drinks at set of 6. Going to run to Bedok to meet my cellmate for dinner. Hopefully I'll make it out alive and also on time. I gave up. I'm gonna take the train for one stop so that I won't be late. This is Tampines West. Finally made it to the place to have dinner, but one thing I learned about myself is I hate running when there's a deadline. A really satisfying clay pot curry chicken, and it goes super well with the baguette.
Thank you.
I did not give consent for this.
Hi, Shenice.
No.
I'm finally on my way back home from dinner. So actually I didn't manage to finish the run. I gave up halfway and took one train station. One MRT stop from Tampines West to Bedok Reservoir, only to realise that I still had 1.5 km to go from Bedok Reservoir, so I ran the remainder 1.5 km. Super retarded. If I knew, I wouldn't have taken the train, just ran all the way. Yeah, but dinner was so good and it was a nice catch up. The food was super shiok. Like bread and curry is the ultimate deal. When I get bored, I just bake. These oatmeal muffin raisin things were just nasty, but the brownie was good as usual. I just realized that I should just bake normal muffins and not try anything with oatmeal, cause oatmeal just makes everything bad. The only way to make them good is to eat them as overnight oats. For the first time, I saw a monkey in Pasir Ris while running. I've never actually seen a monkey here. I mean, there were otters and birds and eagles, but really this is my first time seeing a monkey. I'm baking bread and it doesn't look very golden or anything yet. Just nice, my mom decided to cook curry and then we had bread and curry. So I'm back in office because we have a physical meeting just ended not long ago. Heading out to Sarnies for lunch. Yay! I spent my last day of February in office and had lunch with a dear friend. Wow, it's so noisy here and Sarnies turned out to be more crowded than expected. Look at the number of people. Today turns out to be a stressful Monday. I have back-to-back meetings and my next meeting will be at 2:30. Looks are deceiving. The salmon looks really good on the outside, but taste-wise it's just okay and the flesh was actually quite dry, unfortunately. We had to stop by plain vanilla because it was just too tempting and it was just right next door. This is the blueberry one and this is the chocolate one. I'm gonna try them now in office. Hope they taste good. I'm being such a procrastinator because I'm watching All of Us Are Dead in the office. This is what happens when I bring my laptop to office, right? Even though I'm supposed to start drafting an agreement while eating cake. Very like soft, chewy, a bit spongy, but the taste is just okay.